These foods are secretly destroying your blood sugar, even the ones labeled as healthy. And chances are, you're eating them every single day without realizing it. In today's video, we'll expose the everyday foods that make balancing blood sugar nearly impossible. You'll learn why these so-called healthy choices are behind your constant cravings, fatigue, and slow metabolism. By the end, you'll know exactly what to avoid and what to eat instead, to finally keep your blood sugar stable. Let's get started. Number 1. Breakfast cereals. They look innocent, they smell amazing, and they promise whole grains and energy for the day. But most breakfast cereals are basically candy in disguise. Even the healthy ones, like bran flakes, granola, or fruit-filled versions, are loaded with refined carbs and sugar. When you pour a bowl in the morning, your blood sugar shoots up fast, giving you that temporary rush of energy. But an hour or two later, it crashes, leaving you hungry, tired, and craving more sugar. The problem gets worse when you pair your cereal with low-fat milk. Removing fat means removing the buffer that slows sugar absorption, so the glucose from your cereal and milk hits your bloodstream even faster. Studies have shown that high glycemic breakfasts like cereals increase insulin resistance over time, making it harder for your body to handle sugar later in the day. If you want to stabilize your blood sugar, ditch the cereal box. Go for eggs, oatmeal with cinnamon, or Greek yogurt with nuts. You'll feel fuller, longer, and your energy won't crash before lunchtime. Number 2. Flavored yogurts. Low-fat, light, or fruit-on-the-bottom yogurts sound healthy, but check the label and you'll see a sugar trap. Some brands pack over 25 grams of sugar per cup. That's like eating 6 teaspoons of sugar in one sitting. And because they remove the fat to make it low-fat, they need to add extra sugar or artificial sweeteners to make it taste good. That sugar rush causes an instant insulin spike, followed by a crash that makes you crave more carbs later in the day. Ironically, people who eat these diet yogurts often end up eating more calories overall because they feel hungrier sooner. If you really want yogurt's benefits, like its probiotics for gut health, choose plain, unsweetened Greek yogurt. Add some fresh berries or a drizzle of honey yourself. It's naturally creamy, high in protein, and much friendlier to your blood sugar. Number 3. White bread and bagels. That warm bagel or slice of white toast might look harmless, but it's one of the fastest ways to spike your blood sugar. White bread is made from refined flour, which has been stripped of fiber, minerals, and anything that slows digestion. Once you eat it, your body converts it into glucose almost instantly, almost like eating sugar straight from a spoon. This quick spike forces your pancreas to release a surge of insulin, and over time, that constant roller coaster makes your body less sensitive to insulin, a key step toward type 2 diabetes. Even wheat bread can be just as bad. Many brands add molasses or caramel coloring to make it look brown, but it's still mostly refined flour underneath. If you love bread, switch to 100% whole grain or sprouted grain bread. These have more fiber, nutrients, and a much lower impact on your blood sugar levels. Plus, they keep you full longer. Number 4. French fries. They're golden, crispy, and impossible to resist. But French fries are one of the worst foods you can eat for blood sugar control. Refined carbs from the potato, unhealthy oils from deep frying, and a sky-high glycemic index that sends glucose levels soaring. When potatoes are fried, the starches break down into simple sugars that digest fast. Add oil that's been reheated hundreds of times, full of inflammatory compounds, and you've got the perfect recipe for insulin resistance. Studies even show that people who eat fried potatoes regularly have a much higher risk of developing type 2 diabetes. If you love that salty crunch, bake your fries at home instead. Use sweet potatoes or zucchini, toss them in olive oil, and roast until crisp. You'll still get that comforting flavor, but without the blood sugar spike or greasy aftermath. Number 5. White rice. It's in sushi, stir-fry, and on dinner plates across the world. But white rice is one of the biggest hidden causes of blood sugar spikes. During processing, the husk and bran are stripped away, leaving behind a starchy core that digests almost instantly. That's why a serving of white rice can spike your blood sugar as fast as pure glucose. A Harvard study found that eating just 5 servings of white rice per week increased the risk of developing type 2 diabetes by 17%. The effect is even stronger for people who eat it daily without balancing it with fiber, fat, or protein. But here's the good news. Swapping white rice for brown rice, quinoa, or cauliflower rice can dramatically lower your blood sugar response. These alternatives have fiber and nutrients that slow down digestion and keep your insulin levels stable. And if you love white rice too much to give it up, here's a trick. Cook it, cool it overnight, and reheat it. This turns some of the starch into resistant starch, which acts more like fiber and has a smaller impact on your blood sugar. Number 6. Frozen pizza. It's fast, it's cheap, and it tastes great. But frozen pizza might be one of the most blood sugar-wrecking foods in your freezer. The crust is usually made from refined white flour, the sauce is loaded with sugar, and the toppings are often processed meats that trigger inflammation. Together, it's the perfect storm for insulin spikes and sluggish energy afterward. Even small portions can cause problems. A single slice of most frozen pizzas can contain over 40 grams of refined carbs and 8 grams of sugar. Since the body digests this combination quickly, your blood sugar shoots up, and then comes crashing down, leaving you craving more food within hours. If you can't give up pizza, try making a homemade version. Use a cauliflower crust, sugar-free tomato sauce, and top it with veggies and lean protein. You'll still get that comfort food feeling, without the blood sugar chaos. Number 7. Dried fruits. Dried fruit sounds like a healthy snack. That's fruit after all, right? Not exactly. When you dry fruit, you remove the water but keep all the sugar and concentrate it. A small handful of raisins, for example, can have the same sugar as a candy bar. That means even a tiny serving can spike your blood sugar sky high. To make matters worse, many store-bought dried fruits are coated with extra sugar or syrup to make them taste fresher. So you're not just getting concentrated fructose, you're getting added sucrose too. This combination makes your insulin levels jump and keeps your blood sugar unstable throughout the day. If you love the flavor and convenience, go for fresh fruit instead. Or choose unsweetened dried fruit and eat it in moderation, paired with nuts or yogurt to slow down the sugar impact. That way, you can enjoy the sweetness without sending your glucose through the roof. Number 8. Sugary drinks. Sugary drinks like soda, sweet tea, sports drinks, and even many bottled iced coffees are pure liquid sugar. There's no fiber, no fat, no protein, just fast-absorbing glucose that floods your bloodstream within minutes. 1 can of soda contains around 10 teaspoons of sugar. Liquid sugar doesn't fill you up. You can drink 200 calories in 1 minute and still feel hungry right after. So you eat more, drink more, and keep your blood sugar on a never-ending roller coaster. Over time, this leads to insulin resistance, weight gain, and constant fatigue. If you crave fizz or flavor, go for sparkling water with lemon or cucumber. You'll still satisfy your taste buds, but your pancreas will finally get a break. Number 9. Sweetened coffee drinks. That caramel latte or mocha might look innocent, but it can pack more sugar than a dessert. A single medium-sized flavored coffee can contain up to 50 grams of sugar. That's over 12 teaspoons. When you drink it on an empty stomach in the morning, your blood sugar skyrockets. Your pancreas releases a burst of insulin to bring it down, but once it crashes, you're left tired, moody, and craving more caffeine or sweets to stay awake. And because liquid sugar hits your bloodstream faster than solid food, these drinks are some of the worst offenders for insulin resistance. Even healthy versions with oat or almond milk can be problematic if they use sweetened versions or flavored syrups. If you love coffee, stick to black or use cinnamon and a splash of unsweetened almond milk. You'll still get your caffeine fix, without the sugar crash that ruins your day. Number 10. Pastries and baked goods. Croissants, muffins, donuts. They're delicious, but they're also a blood sugar nightmare in disguise. These treats are made with white flour, sugar, and often trans fats, the perfect combination for rapid glucose spikes and inflammation. What makes them tricky is that people often eat them in the morning, when your body is most sensitive to sugar. That's why after a harmless pastry and coffee, you crash by 11 a.m., feeling tired and craving another hit of carbs. It's not just your imagination. It's your blood sugar crashing hard. Instead, try protein-packed breakfasts like eggs, chia pudding, or whole grain toast with almond butter. They'll keep you energized and satisfied without sending your glucose on a roller coaster ride. Subscribe now for more daily healthy tips.